Hey, it's the Bulletin Man, joining you from the bunker. We're right back. Gotta turn something off. How you doing? It's Friday night, July 24th, 2009, and you have stopped by kjeff.com, bulletinman.com, and I certainly appreciate you stopping by and checking out what I got to say this evening. It was a long day. It was a long Friday. Bulletin Man did make it to, we made it through Hillsboro. Still haven't made it to the courthouse lately. I'm going to need to stop by there. And I also made it over through Festus and down to DeSoto. So I did the Golden Triangle today. But while I was out and about, I did talk to some business people in Festus, and they ain't very happy. I did get a copy of the Leader at the post office. Talked to Tim, my postmaster buddy in Crystal City. It was good to see Tim. And I got my copy of the Leader, and it says that 60 businesses were cited. Well, I heard from a few of them, not as many as I'd hoped to hear from, but I heard from a few of them, and I'll be going back to Festus on Monday. We'll be trying to get to the bottom of this whole matter. What's going on? Why is the people in Festus not paying their city business licenses? Could it be a conspiracy? Has the Bulletin Man been at work? No, I think it's more or less like no one's got any money. I know people who work for the government don't understand this concept, but you work for the people who pay taxes. Now, when the people don't have any money and don't have a job, they can't pay taxes. So eventually you're not going to get paid. And when you harass business people and try to put them out of business, then they have no incentive. They move their business out of town, and you are unemployed. So that's kind of how that works. I know you all went to public schools, educated by National Education Association teachers. And so you are thoroughly confused and dumbed down, but it is basic economics. And it's something a 5 or 6 year old who has not been vaccinated and on all kinds of psychotic and psychotropic drugs might be able to figure out as well. Do you realize that they're pushing something like 35 different vaccines on kids today? When I was a kid, I remember 3 of them. Rubella, measles, and mumps, or something like that. And I didn't want to take them. I hated shots. Still do. By the way, if you don't want to kill your children, you can always opt out of that. There's a religious exemption, and tell them you serve the God of the living and not of the dead. And they can keep their vaccines, especially come this fall when they're pushing this whole swine flu. See, swine flu, 911, pigs, like goon squads going around the businesses, giving summonses. Oh, you got to, you got to pay us. You got to pay the man. It's like Don Corleone. Tim Lewis is the new Don of Festus, huh? And I love the Festus Special City Council meeting on the 16th of July, which is a Thursday night. I was looking at the August calendar. I thought they had it on a Sunday. I was really going to get upset. But did they properly notice that, anybody? Aren't you supposed to give notice for special meetings or something? I'm sure they did. They probably posted it in the Jefferson County, and I bet they print like 10 copies of that. So if you're not on the list, you ain't going to get a copy of it. But other than that, man, there's rebellion, open anarchy. It's coming to Festus. You guys keep pushing and pushing and pushing, and you see some people are going to start pushing back. While you're paying, you want business people to come up with $100 a day fine, while you pay some clown lawyers $125, $150 an hour. I'm not exactly sure what the figure is, but I will be finding out how much they have spent on the Tim White matter over the years, when you could have just paid Tim off and done the right thing and been on down the road. But no, Kurt Breeze has got an axe to grind or something with Tim, and it just ain't right. And Kurt Breeze doesn't even live in Festus. 5 Howe Crossing, and Howe Crossing south of Festus. You want to stop by and say hi to Kurt. I'm sure he'd love to see you. That's where he hangs out at. He doesn't even live in Festus, but the city of Festus has been able to build him, probably about $1 million house down there. I don't know exactly what it is but it's probably assessed at 100,000 or something. But I'm telling you, folks, anybody on the Festus City Business, Festus Business City Council even own a business? I know Bobby Benz works at Bauman Oil. That's the only one I even recognize on there. Are there other business owners? Are they represented? I don't know why they would call this special meeting. The reason why they're not paying you is because they don't have the money. And first of all, and I believe personally, like, I would never pay you, but I will continue to do business in Festus as long as I walk this earth. I'll continue to sell ads, and I don't need your permission to do it. You can harass me, you can arrest me if you bust, but I will continue to conduct commerce because that is what the Constitution of the state of Missouri guarantees I shall do. And if you do not want to uphold the Constitution, which you've sworn an oath to, then you need to resign your office, or you will be removed one way or another. Physically, if we have to remove you, that's what we will do. I don't want to do that. I don't want to lose my life over it, but I tell you what, I know where I'm going. I'm on my way to see Jesus. Where are you going is the question. So, I mean, if it comes out of that, then so be it. But in the meantime, while I'm here, and while I have 5 children I'm responsible for, they will have the same liberties that I grew up with. And so help me God, if I have to perish doing that, then at least I died a noble death. You know, I'm not about the love of money. I'm not about selling my neighbor out so I can go eat a steak down at Petite tonight. No, I'm not about that. Now, I'd love a steak at Petite just like the next guy. I love their twice baked potatoes. I miss going down to Petite. But that ain't the point here, folks. Your neighbors are hungry. They're out of work. Small business is suffering, and the man wants to put the squeeze on them. At your special city council meeting, did you think about lowering the business license or exempting them this year so they would be able to take care of that? No, of course not. You're all about the love of money. And then, you know what, the barn out there at West City Park burns, and we don't want to have any shows in there, anything to attract people to Festus, any type of tourism, because we're afraid it will burn down. But some punk ass kids went out there and vandalized it, and I bet you cheap I caught myself, I did. I bet you cheap folks over there at Festus don't even have any security cameras on it. Or if you do, it's like the Walgreens picture in the leader of this last week of the so-called drug gore robber or whatever. You know, where's the Festus police then? Where's your platoons of police there, Mr. Lewis? They're able to walk into the Walgreens and hold up a pharmacist at gunpoint for hydrocodone or whatever they're after. That's crazy, Tim. That's crazy. Why does Walgreens even have a pharmacist there at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning? If you can't wait for your drugs until morning, then you don't need them that bad, do you? All right, well, that's it for Friday night. I could ramble on all day. Haven't heard much about the Johnston matter, but I knew that we have some the appropriate authorities, or maybe perhaps I hope they're looking into that. I did tell them about it, and the same way at the Amanda Jones. I mean, basically what I know, they know now, and I'd be more than happy to share a lot more with them. So they just got to call me. The question is what are they going to do with that evidence? And still, Bobby Brown is walking around. Lightning hits an aluminum boat, and the guy just falls over, and no life jacket. Not even in criminal neglect or whatever charge. Of course, Bobby's sister Peggy was doing the now resigned police chief. I told you he was resigning. And he thinks he's got a job down at Monroe College, but he's got another thing coming too. I know some folks in St. Francis County. I was down there for about 10 years. So I'm going to make a few phone calls, and we'll see about taking care of the chief's job, just like he called his buddy Sheriff Stolzer over in St. John County, Gary the Slime Stolzer, and took care of my job. So I'm going to be more than happy to return the favor there for you, Dougie. Have a great day. Take care.